Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and happy Thursday to you. That means it's time for prime time and a very special welcome to my YouTube channel platform members. It's so good to have you here. Today, we're doing a really unusual card. I'm using the stamp set Tiled Techniques, and we're doing what I call the Ying Yang technique. You know how they have that, the Ying Yang symbol is the circle with the black and the white. So that's what we're doing, kind of. Let us get started. I should have cleaned up my desk. I have. I just, it's not perfect. Okay, let's transfer. Yeah, we're not using the otter, but we are using the thanks from my small business. And then we're going to use tiled techniques, and we're just going to use this one. There are 5 stamps, so this is a big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really a stunning. This is a stamp set. This is what inspired me. I had this laying on my desk, and I thought, oh, that's cool. So I have 2 pieces of cardstock. One is white, one is black. They are both 3 3/4 by 5 3/16. Now you might be wondering why the 5 3/16. Well, that's just what it measured when I cut out my stamped image, and I don't want to mess with it. You might be able to get away with 5 1/4, but this is what I have, so that's what we're going with. So the first thing we're going to do is take our embossing buddy, and the embossing buddy is part of the embossings additions kit. So you get this tray, you get the heavy duty tweezers and a brush. So it's really quite awesome. So we're just going to take the embossing buddy. I'm going to do the whole thing even though I'm only stamping on one side, just in case I get mixed up. This little tool makes it so that it removes the static from your cardstock and any little oily fingerprints so that you get a better embossed image. So we're just going to take this off, lay it down flat on the table, and then pick it up with a rock, like so. There. Now I like using, we have that gray mat, the Pierce mat. I don't have one in Holland, so I'm using the black insert from my Stamparatus. So now I have re-inked my Versamark. It's important to have a nice, fresh Versamark. I see that corner's bent a little bit. I'm going to use this side. Okay. And then just tap, tap, tap. I'm tapping. I'm not squishing really, really hard. I'm going to stand up, guys, so I can see what I'm doing. And you know what? It's really hard to see with this black. I'm going to do this. It will work. Then I can see better because I want it centered. There. A really firm press because you want it to really be good. There we have it. And then make sure, like in between, this is white, so that's okay. You can see I've got a few crumbs of white. But when I'm done with the white, I have to really make sure it's clean so that I don't get any little white bits mixing with the black bits. That would not be good. So here we have our Wow Basics embossing powder. Pour it on. And then tap it into them. Some of it can go into the pot, but it doesn't matter. See, I've missed a little piece here. There. Give it a good flick. And then if there's still a few stray bits, then just use your brush to get them away. There. Okay, and now we're going to heat it. And then make sure you take that white out. You can use the little thing here. Sometimes stuff gets stuck in there. Take it off. Let me just move this. And then that just goes right in there. Tap. And tap. And then you take the brush and you get all of it. And then I still give it a good hard whack to get rid of all the white before I get in with the black. Okay? So that's important. Now let me get my heat tool here. And don't wave it around. Just hold it in one spot. till you see it start to turn, and then slowly move it around. There it goes. You can see it getting bright. Okay, so that one's done. I've got my black and white. Now I'm going to do black embossing on white. But first, I'm going to make sure that this is completely clean. I'm actually going to get a cloth and clean it completely. So here you go, perfectly clean and dried. Now I can use this, and I'm going to do all my embossing before I start making the card. So we're going to do the same thing. Take our, I'm just going to move this out of the way. Take this. Okay, I'm going to stand up again, hover over top so that I can see. Slowly lower. And one, two, three, four, five. Okay. There. And now we have the black. And in the pot it goes. See, that must have been the edge of the block or something there. That looks quite good. A little bit on this edge is not great. And I'm just going to do this edge. Okay. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. Take the little thing off. And tap, tap, tap. And then use the brush. And again, you really want to make sure that it's perfectly clean before you use a different color embossing powder, because you don't want the two to get mixed, because then you're going to get a speckled look. Like, it gets everywhere. I'm just going to tap that into the garbage. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing again. And hold it in one place, and you'll see it change from powdery to shiny. There it goes. This is one of my favorite techniques. It just never ceases to make me happy. Watching it melt and turn into something glossy. There. That looks good. So now I'm just going to keep these two. I have them laying here. We'll do something with them in a minute. Now I have two strips, and they are 3/4 of an inch by 3 1/4. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the embossing buddy and just do that. And we're going to stamp thanks. And I just see that I have a little bit of embossing powder on my desk here. I don't like that. Okay. And here, so we're going to start. I have the black embossing right now anyway, so we're going to do the thanks. I wanted a bold saying because it will emboss really nicely. Again, I'm going to stand up, center it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. And I'm not going to do the other one just yet because just in case the Versamark dries out, I don't think it will. And now I am going to use the tweezers. Okay. So we're going to lay that in like so. Get our black. Give it a flick. Now I'm going to just move the tweezers for a minute because it feels like they've got, yeah, there, that's good. Here. Move that out of the way. And let's emboss. Nice. Okay, that looks nice and shiny. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna, I don't have to show you, I'm gonna clean it. Okay, so now we're gonna stamp again, and we're going to emboss on white. And again, I'm gonna stand up and make sure I have it centered perfectly. Top and bottom, right and left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to do it with white embossing powder. Again, carefully holding on. And then get the white. And then I'm going to just move this to make sure that there's no white here. Okay. There. And now oh, you know what? I see a little bit. Okay, that's good enough. There it goes. All right, so there is our emboss, thanks. And those little dots that you see, that's not embossing dots. That's just the black cardstock showing through. I could have used a Stamparatus and done it a couple of times. This is also the first time I'm using the stamp set, thanks. So that might have made an effect as well. Okay, so now we're gonna get our paper trimmer. So for the thanks, there's 6 letters. I'm gonna go right in between the A and the N. And I can see in the trough there, that should be just about perfect. And actually, I'm going to take the cutter on this side. There. Okay, so this will give us, I can either, if I want to do this twice, I can either lay this on top like this, or cut the white one as well so that I can do the thanks twice. But I think I'm going to leave it on top because it's stronger. And now we're going to do the same thing with the black. We're going to cut right at the end of the dots. 2 5/8 is actually the center of this. So there we go. And so now we're going to put that one on here. See, isn't that so cool? I just love it. I love it that there was creativity born from what was laying on my desk. It really makes me happy. Okay, so we're going to use, and it's really such a simple card, but the technique is just striking. And it kind of makes me sad that there's only a few people going to see this video. So what I do with my primetime videos is that after 6 months, so then this stamp set might not even be current anymore, then I release them to the public. So you guys just get first dibs. And you're supporting me, which I super appreciate. And as my team, of course, you get all this stuff for free. Okay, so now, see, I actually want the black, so I want to do it like this. See, and then this is going to go right in the middle. So that's super cool. We're reversing it. So here we go. And carefully, carefully, carefully. Man, I did center that perfectly with my stamping, didn't I? Just there. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's get this card finished up. I'm gonna pop this up over here and put it like so. And make sure it's straight. Yeah, it is. It's good. Okay. I have to find the rest of my card pieces. They're missing. So this is it just on a plain white piece. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I was thinking about doing it on a black mat. Let me show you. Black mat. And like so. But I think I like it better just on the white. Yeah. Sometimes you have to look and see. I have decided. And then I will probably do a slightly different card and share it on my page and then let people pick which one their favorite is. Because sometimes a slight difference is really cool. Now my card is 4 1/8 by 5 1/2, the card front, because that's the card size I have here in Europe. It's A4, it's slightly different. And then this one is going to get popped up with dimensionals. And remember my dimensionals where I scribbled on the back of them. I'm going to have to show that again. Maybe I'll do a little reel on that. There we go. So now, and then we're not doing anything else. How cool is that? It just does something. Does something to me. It does a bit of a, it's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, guys, and then here is the card that I did yesterday for my stamping through my stash, and it's the same kind of idea. It's not reversed. I stamped this in white and then this one in clear on Night of Navy cardstock. And then the saying is from Hope You Know. So, all right. I hope you have a super day. Thank you for joining me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go. Yeah. It was a lot of fun to make this card together. Thank you for being here. And I still need to send out the PDF tutorial to my YouTube channel members. I will do it right away. Okay. Take care. Bye.